Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of the Indicator Store, and today I want to show you how you can automate signals from an indicator that needs to use tick replay, like for example those from order flows. On the examples that you are going to view now, I am using 3 custom indicators. They are not mine, but I just selected 3 random indicators from Orderflow. But this is valid for any indicator that needs tick replay enabled. Let me show you. This is the Orderflows toolbox, no? And you can see I only have one indicator. I go to marker copy, I choose a name. For example, I am going to copy the long signals, longs. And then on input series, I select the indicator, order flows toolbox. So, okay, I select the indicator. And then I select all the corresponding parameters, because if I don't set the same parameters, then they are not going to match. Okay. Now the indicator that we want to copy works at each tick, I guess. Something that we always need to check. If what I copy is working at each tick, then I need to copy at each tick. And just for checking, I want to show a signal that it should overlap. Okay, so maybe I made a mistake on the parameters, so what I copy is not what I see. So let's add a cyan big dot. Okay, when I click on OK, this chart is it has tick replay, so you know it takes some time. You need to have tick replay. So we need to wait. Okay, and there you have it. This the signal of the indicator and the copied signal, and you can see that they match. Now to do the same for the shorts, an easy way to avoid any problem, because you know there are a lot of parameters, so they need to be the same. So you can select, right click and copy, click on another place, right click and paste. So now we have 2 instances of the same marker copy copying the same signal. So I save some time by not needing to set all the parameters, but of course I need to change the name and also change the plot. So step number 1, I can change the label here. Instead of markers copy, this is the longs. Okay, just for visual. The longs, the most important is the variable longs, and I am going to use this as a fast signal. Okay. Then the other instance, the most important is the name of the variable, shorts. Okay, this is a fast signal. Okay. Also the visual part, instead of markers copy, shorts. And we can see we get an update. But the most important, what I copy is already set. All the parameters were already set because I did the copy and paste, but I need to change to the other plot, cell signal. Okay? And also we can change the color of the dot. It should match with those triangles. So let's use gold. Okay. Now we need to wait again, because now we have the classic order flows, the copied version of the longs, and the copied version of the shorts. That means we are calculating 3 times the the usual time that it takes to calculate this. Now we can see the order flow has calculated. Now we have the long signal and the short signal. Now we are ready. Usually, when you are copying an indicator that don't require tick replay, this is fast. So now we can add markers on this chart. But on this case, my suggestion, if you have an indicator like this, is add another chart, a new chart, same instrument, in this case is Standard & Poor's, any time frame, it doesn't matter, because it is just for execution. So on this chart, I execute the orders, but this chart has no tick replay. Okay, so it is a quick chart. It has a fast response. And what I want to do is add markers where I want to automate the fast signals that I created on this chart. The names were longs and shorts. Okay, very simple. The variables are global. So this is the reason because you cannot use the same variable on another chart. Now you need to select an ATM, your preferred ATM, click on the ATM button, select an account. You can see that it is not valid because the SIM account is not present on this feed. I am connected to playback. Okay. So click on the account and now it is ready. It is ready to execute all the longs, all the shorts in fully automatic mode. Fully automatic means all the signals are executed. If you, for example, looking at the picture, if you want to go long because we may have a possible double bottom, then I only want the following long, so I select semi-automatic. That means if I have a short signal, it will be ignored because the short button is off. If I get a long signal, it will be executed using this ATM and the button will turn off because this is semi-automatic. Okay, and this chart is really fast. I can even configure a filter. For example, let's say I want to filter those signals, all these signals, with, I don't know, the slope of a line. That's very... I don't want to make the video too long, but you can enable a filter and also you can enable exit conditions. Now I can continue adding more because this chart is slow, but I don't need to edit that chart. I only need to edit this, adding more and more things, like for example, filter conditions, other signals. Let me show you now. Okay, now I have two charts with different setups. And the two charts are using tick replay. So if I touch anything on this chart, we need to wait for it to calculate. Not only the indicator, but also the copied version of the longs and the copied version of the short. Remember, 3 times the usual time that you need. But you don't need to touch this chart anymore or this chart anymore. You can work on this one. Now you may say, okay, how can you separate or distinguish which is the signal for each one? Which are the order flows and which are the delta scalper? This chart is the delta scalper. Very simple. When you copy a signal, if you are not using different names, for example, I am using longs, and on the other chart I was also using longs. Just use a different link ID, okay? And now, on these markers, I have the order flows using 1, looking at longs and shorts, and the delta scalper using 2, also looking at longs and shorts. Okay? And each one is using a different ATM. Okay? It can be a different or not account, that's your decision. Each one may or not have filters, extra conditions. For example, a classic is I want this signal at no more than 5 bars than this other signal. We can do all on this chart. And we can continue. Here we have the 3 setups that Mike shared with me, the Orderflow's volume shift, the Orderflow's toolbox, and the delta scalper. All of them are doing a copy of the long and the short signal with the same name. The only difference is the link ID. Okay? Here, the link ID, I guess it is 3. No? Yes, 3. And the names are always longs and shorts. So I have full control over the main chart, where you can see it is not taking anything to calculate because it is just a standard chart. I have the name for each one of the templates, and also maybe we want to backtest what I have here. The only problem is the time it takes to calculate the historical. Okay, but no problem. Let's do an example. I'm going to close all the other workspace. So having the minimum of workspace and also the minimum of charts is a good idea to speed up the process, because currently I only need this chart for execution and these 3 charts to calculate each one of the signals. Okay, I don't need the other workspace. And I guess this one is empty. Yes, no, nothing here. Okay. Now, here is a tip that you can use. Let's say that you are on playback and you want to replay all that we see on today's chart at maximum speed. Something that you can do is right-clicking on your playback toolbar. I am assuming that you have already downloaded the replay data and you are ready to play. That means the data feed is working. Okay. Now you can select play the current day. And now you can see it is selected. And then go to and select the current day and the current time where I am now. I am at 4:30. So I want to reach to the exact same place as we are right now, but playing back everything. All these settings, okay? So I can click on OK. That means it needs to reload the data on these 3 charts. And we can see how it is doing. We can see that this chart is ready. The chart without the tick replay. This also is ready. This is also ready. Now we are waiting for this one. And when the charts are ready, then we need to wait for the calculation. You can see that all of them are calculating, and this has not started yet. Okay. Usually I play back only one setup at a time. Okay, now we can see the 3 charts are ready, and now we need to calculate the 3 of them. Okay, we can see this indicator is ready, not the copy. Okay, we need the copy to finish, and on the other 2 charts, everything is waiting. By the way, this only happens on tick replay charts at a refresh, not on real time. Okay, on real time, the tick replay is not used on real time. So it only happens when you did something because all the historical needs to be recalculated. Okay, now we can see that the dots are ready. So this chart is no longer waiting. Okay, so chart number 1 has the indicator, the copy of the longs, the copy of the shorts. Now we need the other two. Okay, it looks
target filled.
it is ready, and we can see
target order
all
filled. Target filled. Order filled. Target filled. Order filled. Order stop filled. Order filled. Target filled. Target order target filled.
Okay, it finished. Okay, as you can see, the real-time execution is fast. The only problem is to wait the historical. Now your question is, okay, which one works better or not? Well, we can see here on the main chart the last trade and the daily trade. No, all the three setups were working fine, and also you can open a trade performance. Here we can see the net result, and you can filter. And the importance is if you use a different ATM for each setup, then you can filter by ATM. For example, this one at the top, let's leave only one, the 10 versus 20, 375. I guess it is this one, the volume shift. Okay, now if I select the second, then this is the best, no? The order flow toolbox. Okay, and then the third one, it was all winners, 350. 350 is this one, the Delta Scalper. If you want a detail, you can look at the trace, individual trace, one by one. And you can see all of them were winners. Instead, this one was one loser. And here, it had only one loser. Very useful. Anyway, I suggest doing one by one because maybe you notice something that maybe you can increase the target, use a different trailing. Instead, if you try all together, it's a mess. By the way, you saw it is more or less not so complicated, but it takes some time. Okay, so I have ready to use templates, so you don't need to do all of this. I have templates for the three setups in this format. Okay, you only need two charts, one for the indicator, another for the execution, and on the execution chart you have the option to add extra conditions, like for example, filtering by time, by volume, by the slope of a line, by whatever you want, okay? If you're interested and you need more info about the templates, don't forget that you need the custom indicators, or about the automation tool. We have a free chat room on Discord, and the instructions to log in are on the description of this video. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.